Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here, being joined with the trainer and father of Shawn Porter, Mr. Kenny Porter, where we've escaped 100-degree heat from California, Nevada, to be here in New York. This Saturday, man, it's been a year since your son's been in there in the ring. You seeing him progress from last year up until this fight, where is he mentally and spiritually?
He's exactly where we want him to be, and it's amazing when you watch that progression throughout a camp and you get to that peak week and there's things that you're wanting to see, expecting to see, hoping that you see, and then it just all played itself out so perfectly to the point where there was a sparring session that he had. We did it up on Mount Charleston, that's in Las Vegas, 7,500 feet above the altitude, and he did it and he looked so spectacular. I said, that's it. We're not going to spar no more. That's it. But of course, we still needed to spar some more because, you know, it wasn't the end of the week yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, he looked that spectacular that we just didn't want to do. I didn't want to do anything else, but we did more, and we're here and we're getting closer. And Saturday night can't come soon enough.
I mentioned to Shawn this, the last time you guys were here, he was challenging for a world title, and he won that fight.
Yeah.
For you, is it a sense of nostalgia in a way, or does it give you...
And he reminded me of that every chance he get. He said, this is where I won my world championship at. So, you know, he just feels like, you know, it's all lined up. It's all the way it's supposed to be. He's going in there, you know, as a challenger, and he's done that before. And he took a championship from a guy. So we're going to go in there and do it again.
Looking at Keith Thurman, and you guys knowing him so well, when you see him and you compare him to the other guys that Shawn's fought, where does he rank? Is Keith the toughest guy with the most skills you guys have faced, or he's not there compared to who you guys have fought?
No, I would say Keith is. Yeah. You know, I would say Keith is definitely the best fighter that we've fought to this point, and he's a great fighter. And we're looking forward to beating a great fighter and becoming great.
He keeps saying knockout. He wants a knockout. He feels that he can knock out Shawn given the style, and he's been saying it all through camp. What's your response to that? What do you feel the fight's going to play out in terms of what he brings and how Shawn is approaching this fight?
I wish him well. Good luck. Good luck. I've known for a long time, if you're trying to knock someone out, you're putting yourself in a position to be knocked out. That's a chance you don't want to take, but, you know, if he wants to take that chance, we'll let him go ahead and try that. That's not what we're going for. We're not going for a knockout. We are going to win every round, 3 minutes of every round, 180 seconds of every 3 minutes, and 12 rounds or less. But that's our intent, you know. And if your intent is to come in and try to get a knockout, you may put yourself in a position to get knocked out, you know. So that's not something that I'm telling Shawn to try to do, you know. But we are going in there with the intent of dominating this fight, absolutely dominating this fight. And, you know, I know that Keith's a tricky fighter. He's a crafty fighter. He's going to do a lot of things that are unpredictable, and we're going to be right there with him, be right there in his face every time he does it.
Do you feel that he'll move around a lot and not want to engage? Is that how you guys kind of see it?
He's going to move around a lot. He's also going to try to clinch, as long as the clinch doesn't become in a hold, you know, holding and excessive holding. We're fine with that. You know, that's part of boxing. But, you know, I don't think that we're not going to allow him to do that. And Shawn knows going into this fight that he can't allow someone to hold him. He can't have a silent agreement with him that says, okay, you grab me and I'm going to just stop. You know, he's got to fight his way through those clinches and those holds.
What do you make of all this that's come out because of the sparring footage? And I know me looking at it, it's a long time ago. And I know both Keith and Shawn have improved a lot. But what do you make of the fans talking about all this and all the stuff that's happened since it's been released?
I didn't think anything of it. I didn't even look at it. I had no interest in it. There's nothing to, I mean, if they sparred a few months ago, it would be different. Yeah. If they sparred last summer, it would be different. This was 2012. You know, that's a long time ago. At that time, you know, whatever they did that day, whatever was going on in the sparring session, like I said, I didn't look at it. None of that matters today. It just really does not matter today. The gloves are bigger. You know, it's a controlled session. You know, there's no referee in the ring. There's no judges. So I didn't make anything of it. I didn't even look at it. I had no interest in it. Only thing that matters is what happens when Shawn punches him in his mouth on Saturday night. That's the only thing that matters. What do you react? What is your reaction now?
Do you see Shawn stopping him with a body shot? A lot of people have talked about maybe a potential weakness with Keith is the body, given what happened in the Collazo fight. Do you see that happening?
I wouldn't say we stop him with a body shot. I will say that we have an intent to punish the body. We do have an intent, and we've prepared that way, and we've trained that way. And I know he didn't train that way. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is, if I go into a gym facility and I say, okay, today we're working on specific punch placement to body parts and body work, solar plex, liver, kidneys, those things, and we work on those things, and we do that for weeks and months, and we take it to the fight, you've got a problem to deal with that night. You've got a serious problem to deal with that night. So we're going to punish the body. Yes, we are.
So I got to mention then, is the extra time, was that an added benefit for you guys?
Nah, we were ready to go. That's why we did our exhibition, to, free ourselves up to go take a little vacation, which he did. But I mean, I think, we could have fought then. We were ready to go. He wasn't. We're ready now. It's going to play itself out. But, I mean, there's just going to be so many things that are going on. He's sporadic. He's spontaneous. He doesn't know what he wants to do. And we're never going to give him a chance to figure it out.
And finally, for you, would a win over Keith Thurman mean more than that win you guys had over Devin, winning that first world title?
Absolutely it would, because, it adds on to what Shawn has done. Shawn has beaten Devin. Devin was a two-time world champion. He's beaten Malignaggi. Malignaggi, two-time world champion. Beaten Adrian Bronner. Adrian won 4 world titles. And we beat Keith Thurman. Now we add another one on there. So it makes him, it really, really starts to make people have to take a look at him. But we got to go in there and do the job. We can't talk about it. He's going to go in there and he's going to work his way up to this victory. That's what he's going to do.
All right, Ken, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. This man right here will be in the corner this Saturday night as his son, Shawn Porter, fights Keith Thurman on CBS.